Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, transgenders, binaries, and I screwed up my intro, but I'm just going to keep going. I am Darth Messiah, the dark side savior, always and forever, always the worst behavior. Mr. DM, find me in your mama's DMs. Why? Because I'm trying to get my baby, nobody can stop me. And on the phone, as always, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's your boy Alex motherfucking Hill, aka the Stanley podcast, also known as leader of the Fuck the Mr. McMahon group in the 205 Trash Live. Also known as the man for your girl to go to cross space and have a run into a cross space. This on the new MySpace, it's called spacehead.com.
And on the boards, he's an icon like Sting, J Kid.
Yeah, you already know. I'm here, Mr. FGC. In the building, right here, saying fuck WWE. We out here.
Now, you know why I fucked with the intro? I forgot my hat.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That is right.
You are Goku with the weighted clothes off. You just don't know how to act.
Here's the funny thing. I took a partial vacation this week. Mm-hmm. So last night, while I'm sitting at home watching, what was I watching on Paramount? Infinite with Mark Wahlberg.
I heard that was good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm like, you know what? Let me pack my clothes tonight instead of first thing in the morning. Forgot to pack a hat.
Dang.
To be honest, I thought this was always the man to go grab the hat first, throw it in the bag, then the clothes pop.
No, because it depends on what shirt I'm wearing. So once I pick the shirt, then I can pick the hat.
Oh man, you still on those days. Back in the day, you got to match the outfit to the hat. I match the outfit, and then I go, now which hat do I have that fits this outfit? I can't do it backwards now. And then I wear the same outfit over and over. All I wear is red and black shit.
I thought it was always like shoes, shirt, and then hat. Let's see.
Actually, for me, shoes are last.
Shoes are last?
Yeah.
I usually do shoes
Because
first.
like today, I'm wearing black pants, but I got white sneakers on. Because I like, for some reason, I like white sneakers with black pants. It pops more.
It does.
I'll tell you right now, I'm clothes first, sneakers second. The hat is the last thing. Because sometimes I'd be like, do I want to wear a hat with this fit? This fit looks nice. I don't think I get the hat today.
Right.
If I got to do it right in the hat, I'm never going to make it nowhere.
Because typically I'm wearing a black shirt anyway. So I can wear red sneakers with black shirt, black pants. I can wear gray sneakers, black shirt, black pants. So for me, sneakers are always last. But I feel like the shirt should match the hat because they're closer together.
I said, y'all have been knowing you for so long, and this is something new. I'm just finding out about you.
It's always something new about you every day, dog.
Yeah.
You worse than WWE.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah, but definitely watch Infinite. That shit was good.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, we're way off topic, but we'll get to wrestling today.
Yeah, we're always off topic. It don't make no damn.
The thing about Infinite, it's like a mashup movie where you have like aspects of a whole bunch of different movies, but they did it well. Like there's a little X-Men, there's a little Matrix, there's a little Jason Bourne, there's a little Transformers.
A little universe in
there. Yeah, there's a little bit of little aspects from different stuff in there, and it's pretty cool.
Nice.
And the thing about the X-Men part, they literally have a Professor X and a Magneto. Literally, just based on their appearance and their abilities, they literally have a Magneto and Professor X.
Like it's spot on and everything.
Yeah. Well, not spot on, but that's all you can think about when you see the two of them. And then like how their relationship is between the two people. It's Professor X and Magneto.
Charles.
That's funny as hell. Now I gotta watch that.
Yeah, definitely watch Infinite. All right, let's kick off the show, which we haven't done in a while. Let's kick it off with the fantasy booking segment.
Like that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love.
Yeah, I try to do what I do.
So last week we had an episode of Dragon Force as booked by the one and only Alex, the motherfucking heel.
Can't wait to hear this card.
It was more of a building show, if I remember correctly, sir.
Oh yeah.
We kicked off the night with a promo by Paul Heyman, accompanied by his clients Antonio Cesaro and Deonna Purrazzo.
How about the we don't drop first names over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and not only am I the GM of Dragon Force, but the advocate for the future men's and women's world champions, Antonio Cesaro and Deonna Purrazzo. Tonight, my clients will establish their stronghold on this promotion. Then, when I see fit, I will institute Plan B, and we will be unstoppable. And that is a spoiler, not a prediction.
You know, whenever Paul Heyman said this is not a spoiler, it's a prediction, it's a great spoiler.
First up, since they're already in the ring, we had a 3v3 intergender tag team match. Sheamus, Cesaro, and Deonna Purrazzo, the Bar, got back together for one night.
Nice.
They took on Danny Math, Jay Lethal, and World of Stardom Women's Champion Gail Kim. And Team Heyman won. Of course they did.
Whenever Sheamus goes, it seems like Sheamus is just winning.
Yeah.
I
think Sheamus is your all-star.
I feel like Sheamus is my Goldberg right now.
And next up,
Dominating.
we had a little a vignette from the Briscoe brothers. I think I nailed this when I wrote this little promo for them.
Let's hear it.
You did. I had to read that shit twice. I was like, God damn, I feel like he IM'd them and asked them what the hell to write.
Can any of y'all explain why these teams keep fucking with us? Do they not understand we stomp out fucktards on a daily basis? Them soft little sissy boys with their silly mustaches, they got laid down. Them beer drinking boys, they cool, but one of them is Canadian, so you know he ain't really about shit. So why do these old bitch ass boys in suits want some of us now? Huh?
Well, you know that shit down to a T. I think you're watching this shit for too much.
So, next up, the Briscoe brothers, they took on Right to Censor, and they whooped that ass all over the arena. The voting was 14-0.
You're asking where your curly mustache at?
And
a sign of winning. Jesus Christ, that hurt my feelings.
next up, we had a women's barbed wire match. Was this the number one? No, this was not a number one contenders match. It was just a regular, I want to fuck you up match. Okay. Thunder Rosa versus Naomi, and Thunder Rosa won. I believe she's on a win streak.
Believe so. She's been on a roll lately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I don't know what's happening here, but Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the main event of the evening, we had Kevin Steen taking on Wardlow in a Falls Count Anywhere match for one of the number one contenders. And I did peek in on the voting here. Very early, Wardlow was in the lead. He was leading, I think, like 6-1, but the final voting is 14-6. Kevin Steen. So the voting came in late for Mr. Steen. I guess he was babyface in this match, and he got his comeback.
Oh, man.
Next up, right before going off the air, Gail Kim came out, snatched the mic. Before the show goes off the air, let me once again state that I am not scared of Deonna Purrazzo. She is the one that is scared. That's why she's hiding behind that crooked GM Paul Heyman. Paul, I'm not scared of you either. There's nothing you can do to make me lose my title. What I do in this ring once the bell rings cannot be matched by anyone, and you know it. And then quick cut to Paul Heyman in the locker room area. He picks up his phone. It's Brock Lesnar. Hold on, Deonna. I got to take this call. And that was last week's episode of Dragon Force.
I just want to tell any Ultra fan listeners, if you're listening and you're voting on this, when my pay-per-view shows up, those matches, I'm gonna need y'all to vote on there. Okay, I make a burner account. I'm gonna need y'all to vote. So it's gonna be one hell of a show.
And your next pay-per-view is Ignition, NJPW pay-per-view. next week, you will have Ignition. And speaking of pay-per-views, mine's at the end of the month will be my WrestleMania style pay-per-view, which is Death Before Dishonor. And I actually already booked it. It's already written out in front of me because as I was doing this week's episode, I had so many ideas. I was like, you know what? I better write stuff down for next week before I forget it.
That makes sense.
That does.
So,
see, like, I'm about to say, you know me, I do old school booking by like looking at the results, and then I start booking my matches. So if I start booking shit ahead, I swear to God, my matches would just be the same motherfuckers fighting over and over. I'll be WWE all over again.
Yeah, true. That is a fact right there.
Yeah. So, this week's episode of Warzone will kick off with MJF versus Alberto El Patron in the open weight Pure Rules division. Before
we go any further, we gotta talk about MJF and his parents.
Oh yes, his mom
burned him again.
Yeah, you know what? I am okay with this. Originally, I said they should support him. Like, oh, you should want to be like our son. We raised him to be this way. You know what? I'm okay with his parents not liking him either. This is pretty cool.
I really think it's a good pitch. It's a really good pitch.
Tell you, I swear, I think he said out his parents, he goes, look, I gotta be babyface all the time, so I'm gonna need y'all to hate me and just say whatever the fuck you want to. Because when she said, oh, he should be the sponsor for condoms not working, I said, oh, his mom is dangerous. Wait a minute. Oof. Holy shit. I said, that hurt my feelings. And then he got something, and he said, he got something, he goes, that woman's a bastard and she can fucking die for all I care.
Yeah.
I said, these people are not caring. I like this.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, the opening match is MJF versus Alberto El Patron, 10-minute, the 10-minute time limit, no Pure Rules in the open weight division. And then GM Shane McMahon, he comes out to announce at the pay-per-view next week, we need 2 more tag teams for the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team title match. Champions FTR are already joined by their ongoing rivalry with War Machine. So we need 2 more tag teams, and we will have qualifying matches tonight. The first match will be the Usos taking on Red Dragon, a.k.a. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And then next match will be Santana and Ortiz taking on 2 members of the New Day.
I'll go yellow with you, but I have tape out of my mouth. I couldn't yell.
All right. Next match. In the open weight Pure Rules division, we have Damian Priest. Oh, this is going to be an easy match for him. He's taking on the very nice, very evil Love That Danhausen.
Oh, that's beyond an easy match. He can sit in the ring and win that without touching.
Yep.
I feel bad for Danhausen. That's twice he's been beat the hell up by 2 people. With you, but I have.
And then, this is the segment everybody's been waiting for. The Mystery Woman, accompanied by Charlotte Flair, Rachel Elling, and Jordynne Grace. They come to the ring for a promo. The Mystery Woman, she goes on to say, about that loss last week, somebody is to blame for that. I was ready for Asuka, but somebody decided to get in my way. Somebody in this team, this person on this team is responsible for almost every loss this team has had since it's come together. And you know what? They're not like the rest of us here. They stick out like a sore thumb. Because all but one person here is a daddy's girl. I'm a daddy's girl. Pulls the hood off. It's Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, wow.
And who's not a daddy's girl? Jordynne Grace. And they proceed to beat her down.
That's what happened. You're not daddy's girl.
Yes.
For real.
So
what a twist.
So we have a new faction established, which is Tessa Blanchard, the Mystery Woman, joining Charlotte Flair and Rachel Elling. They will be called Daddy's Girls.
Like the name.
I like the name, for real. That would pop.
So
easily.
Tessa Blanchard now has a number one contenders match against Tenelle Dashwood to take on Asuka at the pay-per-view Death Before Dishonor next week.
Like balls are going.
Next up,
Tessa Blanchard too. I really forgot you had her.
yeah, there's still one more woman I haven't used, and she's not going to be on the pay-per-view either. So I got to find a way to work her into the roster. Next up, AJ Styles comes to the ring for a promo. I talked to our GM, Shane McMahon. I told him I don't just want one opponent at Death Before Dishonor. I want everybody. Bring whoever. I will beat whoever.
AJ Styles.
Because I am phenomenal. And I also want a phenomenal match. So Shane has guaranteed me, once again, a first time ever match. After the 90-minute Iron Man match at the last pay-per-view, I want another first ever match. And I've been guaranteed that will happen.
Sorry, I got too excited for AJ Styles.
Yes. So then, main event. Because Brock Lesnar has to show up. Brock Lesnar's in the house. He'll be taking on Darby Allin.
Whoa.
Brock Lesnar versus Darby Allin. So, because obviously Brock Lesnar is going to win, either A, Suplex City, or B, I forgot to write down the options. I guess we'll go Kimura Lock finish as a B option. Or C option will be, I guess, counter the coffin drop into an F5. Seems like a nice spot.
I can see that happening.
Square to all one. That sounds like a Death Valley driver if he was to do a coffin drop and get caught. I'm with all of that. I'm with all of that. That shit sounds dangerous, and it seems like something Brock would do.
Word.
But that's not the end of the show. As Darby Allin's laying there, lifeless in the ring, the lights go out. The lights come back on. And who is standing over Darby Allin's lifeless body? Dum.
Oh.
Dum. Dum. The Undertaker.
Again, I forgot you had Undertaker too. Goddamn.
And then he does the throat slash while he looks down at Darby Allin. And he points to the sign, Death Before Dishonor. So we have Undertaker versus Darby Allin at Death Before Dishonor.
Let me tell you something. In all actuality, I would like to see Darby Allin play Undertaker.
I would too.
I would pretty much enjoy that match. Even though I know probably the rest of the wrestling world will probably be like, oh no, this should not happen. I will be online promoting D-Dog fuck out that match. Why? It's Darby Allin versus Undertaker. So it's like Baby Sting versus Undertaker. That's the closest we're ever going to get to Sting versus Undertaker.
That's true. That is true.
So I will accept that.
Not to spoil the pay-per-view, because I did say I booked it already. This is a last ride match. It will be a last ride match. I'll give that away. Undertaker versus Darby in a last ride match.
Undertaker can be walking over to the sunset again somewhere else. Goddamn.
Just you saying that would put asses to seats.
First of all, one, you said anything Undertaker. Say the word Undertaker and the word last and anything of a sentence after that, and you say match, all people heard was Undertaker last match, they showed up.
Yes.
That's true.
Like, this is Undertaker's last match at this certain pay-per-view, but he still wrestled. All we heard was Undertaker last match. Shit, I gotta go. God damn.
Yes.
Asses on seats.
So that will be the go-home episode of Warzone before Death Before Dishonor.
I like that name. That shit sound like a serial killer.
Yes.
Great name. I like it.
Yep. Now, why can't WWE book shows like we do?
Oh, why can they don't hire people like us that are fans of the product?
Well, let me not go that far. They did book shows like we do. They just put them on house shows in Europe.
And I feel like those are the people that are fans like us. That's all they're worth It's the house shows. They're not worth the regular shows.
True.
Okay, so the headlining, well, it wasn't even the main event. It was just like the what do you call it? The match of the night. Walter versus Cesaro. Why
weren't we able to?
Yes, we'll never see this ever. And I'm sure it was probably the best match in our lifetime.
This should have been an actual show, man. Actual TV show. You know what I'm saying? We need that match.
I'd have paid for that.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. That's like fucking Styles Okada.
Yeah. That's a great show.
That's fucking, what's another good work rate match that's happened in the last few years? Daniel Bryan, CM Punk.
Daniel Bryan, Omega?
Yeah.
That was a good fucking match.
Yeah.
Jericho versus Okada.
Yeah, Jericho Okada. Finn Balor, AJ Styles, that one random match they had was that TLC like 4 years ago when the whole fucking locker room was sick and AJ Styles was in Brazil at a house show and they flew him in the morning of the pay-per-view because they had no opponent.
That's true.
That was the best call ever to do that shit.
It is the best call. And those two can definitely bring a house down, you know?
Yep. Friends in real life, but as far as I know, they've never worked together in the ring other than that.
Yeah, because around the time Finn was leader of Bullet Club, AJ was still in Impact.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Finn left, AJ came to New Japan and there for each other.
Yeah.
Finn was in NXT.
Yeah, because that was that little bit of time where Carl Anderson was leader of Bullet Club, right?
Mm-hmm.
The transition, yeah.
Yeah, and then when Finn got excommunicated out for Adam, and then Omega took over too.
Mm-hmm.
Finn was already over here at WWE NXT at this point, and AJ was in Japan getting excommunicated out, and then he was wrestling around the Indies. They two never had a chance to ever face each other, ever.
Yep.
Yo, what's up, Velador?
Oh, what up, Valdor?
Oh, I got Valdor. Me and Valdor talking about doing a thing because I got my heat press.
Yeah.
I'm making a club. It's gonna be a freaky club, and it's got a cool name because it's a saying that guys been saying their whole life to women, and women don't understand the fact of what we mean. And it's called the Sit No Hover Club.
And you know what? Some people swear by the hover.
Yeah, they do.
And I don't get it. That is so uncomfortable.
Bro, I'd have asked women a couple times. They were like, how do I fucking hover? That shit would hurt my knees. I said, that's why niggas be saying, kill us. Sit.
Damn, son.
I'm making that a club now because people don't understand.
Okay, here's the rest of the card from all the house show. This was the Liverpool night because that was like the biggest show that they had on that tour. But most of these matches were taking place every night during the tour. Finn Balor versus Sheamus, Tommaso Ciampa versus Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn for the NXT title. I'd watch that.
What the fuck? Why is that not a match?
I'd watch that. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Shayna Baszler versus Nia Jax. I'm sorry, Natalia. Nia Jax is no longer with us.
She's no longer, yeah.
Oh, Miss Nia. I need her to open up her OnlyFans that people were saying.
I did you see her post today? It looks like she's about to. She's starting to put up her old lingerie model photos.
First of all, you didn't see my name under there?
I definitely saw you as a like. I definitely saw your name as a like.
Bro, let me tell you, when she posted that this morning, I was one of the first 50 people to like that. I said, yeah, I got that early. Yeah.
They had Jeff Hardy versus Madcap Moss, which then turned into a tag team match. Drew McIntyre and Jeff Hardy versus Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. And
watch that too.
Yeah, I'd watch that. And the main event was
it's like a pay-per-view. They just need to do a rematch so everybody can see it in the face.
Yeah, and the main event was Charlotte versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
We're gonna see that regardless. So that's gonna be a rematch of 3 before we get to see that and it stops.
Yeah. So no Roman, no Biggie. Who the hell is the United States champion these days?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Really? That's a
Yeah,
good
right?
question.
Yeah, good
Like,
question.
That is a good question. I don't even know who it is.
I think that's weird. I'm gonna have to look that up. I really don't remember who's. Hey, I gotta think about who the hell.
He's not making it pop in
who's
there.
Who's on Raw?
Let's see.
Jesus.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look this up because I really
Jeez.
want to know it right now.
That is a good question.
Cause you saying that, and everything that comes to my mind is Shinsuke, and I'm like, that's IC. That's
No,
not
he's
United
the
States. Who
He's
fuck
the
is
IC.
United States champion?
U.S. champion.
U.S.
Isn't it? What's it called? What's his name? Apollo?
No, he lost it.
No,
To who?
he lost it.
Oh, that's the IC title, though, right?
Oh, Damian
He lost-
Priest.
Oh, Priest is
Oh
freaking champion.
shit, Jesus!
Sorry.
How the fuck did we even get that?
Damn, I remember now. Because
Well,
you told
speaking
me.
of, has he turned fully heel or is he just being aggressive as fuck right now?
He's
Just being aggressive as fuck.
Okay, I can dig it.
I forgot he's the champ. He's the U.S. champ. It's just like I
Yeah.
felt like he has no title on him.
He has a title, we just don't use it for nothing else besides a regular belt.
Valdor was replying to your comments about Nia. He said face sitting for everyone.
Word. I'm gonna try to make this shirt and try to slide in Nia's DM and see if she want to wear and promote it for me one good time and be like, this is the captain. Her and Faye Jackson are the captains of the sit, no hover.
Remember, her name is Lena now.
Yeah,
Well, that's her name, but
Lena,
yeah.
Nia, baby mother, whatever she want to be called.
Finay, is that her name? Lena Finay,
Yeah, I think that's her last name.
Finay.
Oh, and speaking of the Samoans, did you see the photo of the three Usos and Roman that was going around social media the last couple of days?
Yeah.
Because normally you just get the picture of Jimmy and Jay with Roman, but now there's the picture with the third brother and Roman that's been going around on social media.
Oh man, that's gonna be a
I feel
thing.
like WWE. I feel like Vince and Bruce Pritchard and them all gonna be like, hey man, bring him up immediately. I think he's gonna have like at least in NXT a total of 8 matches before all of a sudden he's called up to the main roster.
I for some reason I have to disagree because they gave him the stupid name,
They could always name change.
but
They
that
have.
fast.
They have.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
yeah, well,
first of
yeah.
all,
What am I
they
talking about?
have-
This is
they have-
It's
WWE.
WWE.
What am I talking about? Yeah, they'll call him Siko's Solo Sicolo, and then 2 weeks from now he'll be Josh Uso.
Or Siko Uso. I think Siko
Yeah,
Uso.
No,
would be great.
because everybody's name is Jay in that family.
Jimmy, J, John,
Yeah, all the offspring, everybody's name starts with J.
Still weird as hell. They're all
Because
Joe Uso.
Jimmy, his real name is Jonathan, and Jay Uso, his real name is Joseph. No, not Joseph. What is his real name? Roman's real name is Joseph. The third brother, his name is Joshua.
No, Roman's real name is
It's Joe.
Inoa or something.
That's his last name. His last name. He's an NOI. He's not a Fatu.
Oh,
He's from the NOI branch of the family.
yeah.
They're from the Fatu branch. And what is Jay's real name? I forgot what his real name is. Unimportant, but you know.
Oh, it is Joseph. Letty Joseph.
Yeah.
I swear all the Samoan names sound like it's some kind of French, Spanish bullshit.
Yeah.
Word. I can agree on that one.
Yeah. So why is it we can't get these banger ass matches on TV?
I don't know, man.
Instead, we gotta sit. What did I say to you, J-Kid, before when I walked in? We gotta sit through Nikki ass
Yeah, exactly.
instead of getting fucking Walter and Cesaro.
The H is silent. Yeah, it's just like, why do we get these bold matches? You know, like these boo ass matches. I can't with WWE.
I'm about to say, you know why.
Yeah.
Vince don't think that will be good, but at house shows, they don't give a fuck. And those will be the best matches and the best concepts.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Naomi's gimmick. She wanted to have the belt light up in the glow, and she got damn near in trouble for doing it without telling them. But then they realized that was a cool concept, and they just ran with it, making it like it was their idea, but it wasn't. It was her.
Yep.
WWE do that shit.
Like the wrestlers got to force themselves to do something capture
Yeah,
titles
they
or
got-
whatever just to make it pop.
Yeah, they got to do something extreme that the upper management goes, hey, we got to talk to you about what you did, and then they got to be like, we got to test it out on TV and see if people really like it. So that could just be the house show, bruh.
Mhm.
No, it's the idea. The shit look cool, motherfucker. Just run with the shit.
This-
If it starts to fail, then you change it. But if it's working on house shows, just let the shit ride, bro. Like all you want is money. You should be able to let wrestlers do what they want to get the money you need from them. See how you take the majority of the cut any goddamn way. But I still don't understand why they try to kill Rusev Day. Motherfucker had calendars. Ain't nobody on the roster had a damn calendar of a fucking phrase.
Valador, I think he brings up a great point. He said, I think Vince is putting on these house shows just to troll us at this point, to troll everyone at this point.
Basically.
And look, I'm just trying to figure out who's gonna be the next 10 people to get let go. They still ain't.
Oh, yes. Okay. The names I've heard, Ricochet,
They should, so he can go somewhere else.
Elias,
God, not Elias.
Danny
all-
Burch, the two Imperium guys, Fabian Eichner and what's the other one's name? I forgot the other one's name.
Just say T-Bar and not
Mace, not T-Bar. I heard Mace might be out.
Okay, one of them is out. We're getting close.
And I think those are the only ones that I saw. I didn't see any women's names. And I'm gonna guess like some other like random people that are not really using NXT are probably the people on the list.
Can I say, like, these WWE releases are literally like the opposite of like Smash reveals. For real,
Oh my
they
God,
are.
they are. Yo, somebody online should make those smash reveals like, oh, another character has been released.
Yeah, exactly.
See, new character. They're like, oh shit, they just released so many characters for this game. I know 2K is at their desk like, bruh, should we just quit making this game and go back to doing something else at this point? Like,
Give it to somebody else.
we're losing so many people, bro. We're never gonna have any people in the game.
Give it back to THQ.
Wait,
Bruh,
isn't THQ
literally.
doing the AEW game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But that don't mean nothing. They're a company. They're a company. They're not owned by none of them, so they can do whatever game they feel like.
Yeah, that's true. But WWE just wouldn't want to be associated with the competitor.
WWE don't want to be associated with them anyway, because they just posted something on their WWE .com. Oh, watch the opponents Big E fought, and most of the opponents was everybody that's in AEW. Like you just promoted the hell out of them characters from AEW. Nigga, at this point now, you might as well just do it, because most of your library is most of AEW guys now anyway. You cannot take that away from them.
AEW is just picking up anybody who got released.
Speaking of which, with the, I think we forgot to talk about this on the show. We talked about it when we got off the air last week. What's actually happening with Ring of Honor going forward? And one of the things I said was, Tony Khan better buy the Ring of Honor video library before WWE snatches it up. Because what, 75% of your roster is Ring of Honor OGs? You better get that video library so you have something to show.
So what's the update
Hell
on
yeah.
that?
I haven't seen any news about it, but from the business side, in terms of Sinclair Broadcasting, Ring of Honor is not coming back to what it looks like, because most major companies, their fiscal year is October through September. So the financial reports that came out at the end of September, Sinclair Broadcasting lost $12 billion in the last cycle, the last 12 months. So you have a company that big losing that much money. This little thing over here that they invest, what, $5 million in?
Yeah.
Bye.
It's all gone.
You know, because they're saying it's a hiatus where, okay, they're going to take some time off, reevaluate things, come back. I think they're gone. I think that's over and done with. Just my opinion.
I really think so
That's
too.
crazy if it is.
Definitely gone. Because
I'm gonna tell you right now, the best thing I think I saw so far from Ring of Honor is EC3. He has a T-shirt.
Ooh,
that has-
yes.
that has- that has-
EC3 was
that has
really
somebody
good in
tweet
there.
saying EC3 should go to AEW, and he made that a T-shirt. And I said, bruh, I don't. I don't understand, but that's a great T-shirt, and I will buy that in a hot minute just for the fuck of it. Whoever that guy is wrote that tweet don't realize he just became a legend of a shirt for EC3.
What's that gimmick that he's doing? What the fuck is it called? Oh, the narrative. Free the narrative.
Yeah.
Because he's used fucking Strowman showed up in that.
Yeah, right.
The little series he's doing.
Strowman showed up in it. Not Blake. No, not Blake.
Zack Ryder's in it. I'm looking it up now. Zack Ryder's been in it.
What's the dude that was with Buddy Matthews in NXT? Blake.
Yeah, Blake something.
Yeah, he's in it also. Like a lot of guys that's a lot of guys that's close friends to EC3 that's no longer wrestle WWE has been his thing. The only person that hasn't been in there is fucking this dude. Little short dude. What's his name?
Drake Maverick.
Yeah, he's the only person that hasn't
Rockstar
been in
Spud,
man.
To be honest, I feel like Drake Maverick's gonna be one of the 10.
You know what? You might be right. I'm sending you the poster for the Freedom Narrative right now.
I feel like he might be one of the 10 because almost all his friends has been let go and he's still with the company. He's the last one left.
Yep.
John Schuyler's in it. Matt Taven. Jamie Stanley. Jake Logan. Yeah, they've all been in, and obviously, like we said, Strowman's in the Zack Ryder. Matt Cardona. Let's call him by his real name.
You know, I'm still always calling him Zack Ryder because that nigga, to the end of the day, is still Mr. Woo Woo Woo. I don't give a fuck if anybody knows it.
Oh, well, let's talk about that because you were right. They're fucking over Xavier Woods with up, down, down.
Yep.
I told you.
Yo,
I already saw it coming because especially when they got rid of Tyler Breeze and Adam Cole left, I said, oh, they're about to literally fuck Xavier Woods over. His show, they're about to take over his show and make it theirs because everybody that was on the show is let go at this point now.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
The people that like work on the channel, like behind the scenes, they're purposely withholding content because they want Xavier Woods to get a better deal from WWE. Apparently, they're paying him pennies apparently right now for the content.
You notice they changed his theme song and everything. Like I feel like it's slowly going to Xavier Woods is just gonna be his own character.
They already changed the narrative. Xavier Woods already now. Like, have you not seen his last post? He's been calling out Roman Reigns twice.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh man. I said, okay, now I see you want him to be in a bigger picture role because he won King of the Ring. That's great. But you're fucking up the main thing that made Xavier Woods the Xavier Woods that we know. You're messing up, down now. Don't fuck with the show. Don't fuck with the show that actually made people that are gaming fans come watch wrestling. Don't fuck with that. Because, once Xavier Woods stopped doing that, he still had the G4 deal to go do things with him.
Yep.
He could still do things with G4. And they'll pay him. They don't give a damn what WWE want. Like, G4 could be dicks and be like, guess what? We got Xavier Woods, and we got him a contract with the show, and we brought back Adam Cole, and what'd you call it back there? We got the party back up there. What are you going to do now?
Yeah. Oh, also talking about potential releases. What about Tony Storm? Because you sent me an article about how there's no creative direction for Tony Storm right now.
Bro, there's no creative direction for a lot of people they keep bringing to the main roster, and I don't understand why they keep bringing these people. They don't have no good ideas for these motherfuckers. I don't get it. As a matter of fact, how about this? I don't understand the whole Survivor Series team. Even Xavier Woods said it. Xavier Woods said, see how Survivor's coming up, and we have our man SmackDown team, and Raw has their team. He was like, oh, and we don't have a stipulation. We just got bragging rights. We'll take that. He said, these teams don't make no sense. And I said, Xavier Woods, the same thing I said. They make no sense. There was no build up to them.
Yeah, and then fucking Ricochet put on Twitter, what happened to qualifying matches?
Right?
Yeah, like, what the fuck went down? Like, what happened?
That used to be big, man. Just to qualify to the team?
Well, going back even further, whatever happened to having just group warfare instead of this fucking brand versus brand bullshit?
Whatever happened to invasion of shows, man? Like, A whole roster can actually invade the other roster.
Remember in the 90s where it was like Camp Cornette, which was fucking Yoko, Owen, Rikishi's original gimmick, and who else was on his team? Sergeant Slaughter? I forgot who else was on his team. Taking on just fucking, I don't know, Lex Luger, Sid Vicious, and 2 other baby faces. What happened to those days?
Like right now, it's literally just Survivor Series is literally just, oh, let's just put a team together for SmackDown, a team to go against Raw. It used to be like the baby faces of one brand going against the heels or another one.
Yes,
or the
where
heels or one. Like now it's just like, oh, we're gonna take this heel and this here in this space and this heel in this space, make them a team, even though they got beef, and then we're gonna put them in a match and they're supposed to coexist. Bruh, no, that shit sounds stupid. Why are you doing
really
this?
Sounds stupid.
Yeah. It really, really, really does.
I feel like that this is like it's procrastinated match. This is a procrastinated match because they literally went to the end or right to the final, deadline before Survivor Series and just put something together.
We still have 2 more weeks before Survivor Series. It's the last Sunday of the month. You still have 2 more weeks. You could have made something out of it.
Exactly. They had much
time. You could have booked it up this week, next week, and the next following week. Had something on Raw and SmackDown right for that Sunday to make the team. You just literally went online and said, here go the teams for the men, here go the teams for the women. And I'm looking at teams, I'm going, so many people had tag team partners. Where are tag team partners at?
Yeah,
Why are they not a part of it? Because Nia's a part of the women's thing, but Tamina's not on neither team. So what the fuck?
Yep.
Rhea Ripley's on one team. Where is almost a superhero?
Yep.
Like what the fuck is happening? Like you're literally just picking and choosing who you want to be in this match, but half the people in this match don't need to be in these matches. Like they can have legit own regular style matches without being a part of Survivor Series. Survivor Series was made for the people that was either not in big storylines, but they were big face people that needed to be on TV, or it was just, oh, these people got beef and they're cool with these people. Let's have them have beef and go against them from another show. Like it makes no sense whatsoever.
Right. And the other weird thing, the other weird thing about Survivor Series, you just had a brand split. I'm supposed to represent this show that I've been on for 6 weeks. I'm supposed to be loyal to this thing that I've been on for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I can't be loyal to a job, and I've been there almost 5 years. And I still can't be loyal to the job I'm with.
Has it been 6 weeks since the draft?
Well, by the time we get to Survivor Series, it'll be 6 weeks.
True. All right, that makes sense. Because I know this whole year was screwed up, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with the draft wasn't in effect until like what, a month later?
Well, yeah, because they did it so weird the way the week that they did it, because they had fucking Crown Jewel coming up, and Crown Jewel was just full of cross-brand matches. Like, okay, the draft doesn't mean anything until the day after Crown Jewel.
I think Vince McMahon has dementia now.
Obviously, we all know that. Obviously. All right, let's get to some good wrestling coming up this weekend. AEW Full Gear, the final pay-per-view of the calendar year. Obviously, the headlining match, Hangman Adam Page is going to finally get his chance against Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship, and he better fucking win.
Love the build-up on it.
He better win, but we all know that he's...
Say that again?
I said he better win, but we all know that. We know this is not going to happen. We know he's not going to win. Let him just make everybody mad. Everybody just see him in the match, so he's not going to.
So who's the person to take the belt off Kenny then, if it's not Hangman? Are we saving this for Bryan Danielson?
Shit, it almost...
I really feel like we might.
It almost felt like it before.
Because he has the number one contender match against Miro on this pay-per-view also.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have Hangman win and Bryan beat him, what, double or nothing?
What if Miro actually goes in?
No, because then you have heel.
I mean...
At this point right now, why not? Then we had Jericho versus Omega. That was heel damn near.
That was...
That was what, early days of AEW, right?
I'm about to say, yeah, but don't forget, we also had MJF versus Jericho, and when they first started doing their little beef thing, they was both heels before MJF joined.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like
but
AEW is not scared to put a heel versus heel and a face versus face. They don't give a fuck because don't Ruby Soho faces at Full Gear, and they're both baby faces.
Hold on. Ruby Soho.
I get that they were trying to do something different, you know. So
I don't see her match listed. The pre-show is Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa versus Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose.
That's Hill versus Face right there.
The other women's match is Britt Baker versus Ty Conti for the women's championship.
That's Hill versus somewhat Face.
And those are the only women's matches I see listed.
I'm about to say, because Ruby Soho has a match against, forgot.
Or is that tonight on Rampage?
I think it might be tonight on Rampage.
it might be.
Because it's for that TNA, isn't that TNA?
The TBS.
TBS women's, like, other little title. And I'm like, oh, so it's Face versus Face. Okay. That's something I want to watch. Because no offense, the heel versus Face thing is so old of a thing that it's so classic of wrestling. It makes sense. But you gotta think about it. Most of your people don't want to be heels, and most of your people don't want to be faces. So you're going to at least have a face versus face or a heel versus heel match. Because isn't Pac and Andrade both heels, and they wrestle each other what, twice?
You know what? Pac has been flipped more times than Big Show in 2011.
First of all, ain't nobody ever been more flipped than Big Show. Even Big Show said it. Ain't nobody
Flipped so many times
the only people on the planet that's been flipped more times than Big Show are prostitutes and transgender people.
Hit the bell. Or a gunshot, whatever.
That's the only people that have been flipped more times than Big Show. There's no way in hell no other wrestler has been that much. Every wrestler has been a heel, face, heel. Nobody has started off the year as a heel. Midway through the month, go face for a couple of months, turn heel. Be heel for like 3 months, turn face, then turn face for like what? A couple of shows, house show, go back heel, be healed, and turn face. And
take 2 months off.
How?
Take 2 months off and then come back and flip again.
Word. Like, nobody's been flipped that many times. I think, seriously, I think they didn't know what to do with Big Show. They was like, look, we just gonna keep switching you because people just assume they like it. And we got so used to it to the point that we was like, oh, Big Show's out. I wonder if he's gonna be face before the night is over. He's gonna be, oh, nah, he turned heel. We already said it.
I think he turned twice in the same show.
I think so too.
Oh yeah, he did. Remember he turned twice with his Raw vs. SmackDown. He started. Remember when they did Raw vs. SmackDown? Big Show came in as a face and turned heel, and then at the end of the night, damn near turned face and walked out. I said, "What the fuck was that, Big Show?"
All right, so
how you join one team, go to the next team, and join your team back like niggas supposed to be cool with you?
Is Ty Conti
Win that belt from her.
Let's see. If Serena Deeb wins the TBS championship, or Jade Cargill wins the TBS championship, I guess it would have to be Ruby Soho to be the one to beat Britt Baker, right?
Yeah, she would have to because she lost the first time. It's only so right that she be able to start over, get up there, and win this time.
I'm putting my money on Jade.
Yeah. I think Jade is just more marketable than Serena Deeb.
I'm telling you.
Although I like what Serena Deeb's doing like right now with the
Hold up. We're talking about AEW. Can we talk about the Acclaim in the freestyle they run?
Oh.
Yo. Fire.
The one against Bryan Danielson, that one?
Yeah, let me tell you something. I don't like the Acclaim as much. Like, they're annoying to me. But when he dropped that freestyle, I went and started following them on Instagram immediately. I was like, that was smooth and cold. Like, it put it in so smooth. And I was like, damn, Brian, what do? Do you make a face or you trying to keep yourself straight face? It's like he wanted to laugh. And I think he knew.
Yeah.
He be dropping bars, bro. He be dropping bars.
He dropping fire. I would say something fucked up about him, but he's light skinned, so I can't say nothing about him. He's like, you got the Drake syndrome. You can't make the men fail.
The Drake syndrome.
Yeah, he might cry. We have the Inner Circle taking on American Top Team. I honestly don't give a shit about this match.
I don't either, but I'm happy that they let the inner circle go away for a while and didn't bring them back now. Like I said, they should have.
It wasn't long enough. Let's put it that way.
I feel like it wasn't,
Look, it wasn't long enough. You gotta think about it. It was still a good enough break for the simple fact they was on TV every goddamn week
Yeah.
for them to break, for them to disappear. Because what happened to our LAX? What they disappeared to?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Sammy Guevara was doing his own thing.
Well, yeah, because he
Hager
won
and
the
Jericho
the
was just
TNT championship in between.
Yeah, like Hager, what you call was just together. I'm not gonna lie, the match I'm not looking forward to, but the promos they cut against the top American is funny, especially with Shorty. She was like, I can take all 5 of you. And Jericho said, you can take all 5 of us? Hey, maybe put that on your OnlyFans. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Do she has one? Let me go look that up real quick.
Jericho still got it.
Yeah.
And Jericho gonna be 100 and still throwing good bomb jokes on people. And you're gonna be like, bro, I'm gonna push this old man out this wheelchair. I swear to God, right now.
Still to this day, one of my favorite promos. Let the boobies hit the floor.
Bruh, at the end of the day, I think that's my best promo, but I think my favorite one ever is the TLC match when they had in WWE when Dean and everybody was there, and Jericho sitting on ladder with legs crossed. He goes, I have ended the TLC match. And Cesaro goes, but when have you ever won one? And he goes, I won one. I won the first one. I won that one. That's all that counts. And I was like, why did Jericho seem so upset like that wasn't part of the skit?
I just watched that week too. This
Jericho had some legit anger in his heart when he said, I won one. I was like, whoa, hold up now, Jericho. You got a little pissed off just now.
He'll
Did he hit a nerve?
Remember the stupid idiot era?
Yeah.
Oh, that was my best one.
Nah, I think for me it was definitely the list.
The list, yeah.
The list was definitely my favorite.
It was during that era, yeah, like the list.
You stupid idiot.
Stupid
You know
idiot.
I thought that led into the list.
I mean, it was a part of it. It migrated into
Okay.
Like stupid idiot was the first thing he kept talking about stupid idiot, and then the list came right a part of it. He was like, you stupid idiot. You know what? You just made the list. And I was like, what the fuck is the list? What is this list? And then the list became his own thing. I was like, bro, no offense. I kind of just want to see Jericho every week just be pissed right on the list. That's all I cared about.
He tried to bring it back in AEW. You seen that?
The lexicon of Les Champions.
The lexicon. I think Jericho is the only one that can make a piece of paper
over.
Pop.
Yeah, he got a piece of paper over.
He got a piece of paper.
First of all, Jericho got so many things over. People don't realize. Because don't forget, Jericho got that plant over.
Plant
before
over,
Dean
yeah.
Ambrose had his thing.
Wait. He got it over.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
just
he
the
got
point.
Over. He got it over.
Now you got to do
He made this. He made like, even though we know wrestlers that wore scars around their neck, he made wearing a scarf a thing for a heel. I don't give a fuck about MJF. I don't give a fuck about our boy Steve Urkel from the Indies. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what none of them.
Darius Carter.
Jericho made wearing those damn fucking scarves a legit thing to the point that people was buying scarves to be like him. I said, bro, Jericho can get anything over. I feel like Jericho could pour tap water into a cup and put his name on it, and people will buy the cup to try to get that water.
Word.
I gotta say, Jericho is like the Bruce Lee of promos, bro. Definitely Bruce Lee of promos, because he makes anything pop.
Valdor said was always a fan of Jericho being the man of 1,000 holds and won.
Bro, first of all, I never knew in that take in WCW when he was reading the list, it only had a certain amount of moves. And then when it went to commercial break, he stopped. And then when they came back, he just act like he jumped through that many numbers. And I was like, bro, that is so funny, but that was so on the fly smart.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, let's finish this. Let's finish out this card for the pay-per-view. We got the Lucha Brothers taking on FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championships. I originally thought this was for both titles, but it's only for the AEW titles. Do we get double champions out of this?
I kind of want them to.
Yeah, same here. I definitely want them to.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad either way because the Lucha Brothers just won it.
Yeah,
and I do like them against FTR, so I'm not opposed to them winning this match. We got Christian Cage and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus taking on the Super Click. Obviously, the executive vice presidents are going to win, even though they don't have creative control anymore. But I'm pretty sure they're going to win.
Can't wait for the day that Christian just turns heel on the Jurassic Express.
Can we also just acknowledge the fact that in AW, Adam Cole had to introduce Bobby Fish to
Yep.
the boys, the Young Bucks.
Yep.
And I said, ooh, two members of the Undisputed Era. And ain't Kyle O'Reilly contract coming up soon?
Yep. At the end of the year, he's done.
I will be okay with this.
I can't wait.
What was
So
Cole
juicy.
and Bobby Fish's tag team called? What do you what was it? Static Shock? Super Shock?
Yeah, I think it was Super Shock because I think that's what Undisputed Era came to, a shock to your system.
Yeah, Shock the System, yeah.
Oh my God, bro! I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. It's AEW is letting wrestlers do what they want, and they making better content for them to be out on TV more than WWE trying to. Because you like, come on now. I don't care what nobody say. And you've been posting it lately. Fucking Malachi Black and that long book.
Yes.
storytelling shit.
Now he's still wearing the eye makeup from losing his eye to Seth Rollins. And what was that? February? He lost an eye?
Beginning of COVID, like the beginning of COVID in the fucking Performance Center.
Yeah.
So that's like over what, a year now?
Yeah, you're right. That was the end of last year that eye thing happened. Because first he died at Money in the Bank when he got thrown off the roof by Corbin. Him and Mysterio.
And in WWE terms, he literally died.
Yeah.
He literally died and came back miraculously.
Came back, loses an eye after he comes back.
All right, Mysterio got that magic too. Like his
Yo,
eye
that's
just
funny.
got back.
They both were the ones thrown off, and then they both lost the eyes. What the fuck? I didn't notice that until right now.
Yeah, Mysterio got both his eyes back.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio got his eye back. You know, the power of Marvel and bionic eyes. But I guess they didn't have enough money for Malachi Black, so it was like you just gotta lose an eye permanently, so you can't never have an eye again.
We'll never forget WWE.
All right, and and now the two
Like,
feature
they don't give a
matches. The two feature matches that I really want to see outside of the title match, Darby Allin MJF and CM Punk Eddie Kingston, which is the realest thing you've ever seen.
Bruh, first of all, Eddie came out and cut that promo. And I was like, I don't think people realize Eddie could never be in WWE in this era.
Nope.
He would never be able to fit. He would have to been in around the Attitude Era. Because that's his persona. That's just him. Like, he's just that legit. And I was like, bro, that promo he cut, I was like, I really thought him and CM Punk was going to legit really fight in the ring for real.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Because they're working on a real situation. They're obviously hamming it up for TV, but they're talking about a real situation. And I think Eddie, he cut deep, and Punk was like, "Wait, hold up, whoa, what are we doing right now?"
He's like, hey, that ain't what you said you was gonna say to me, bitch. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I saw that
You
shit.
ain't doing that shit.
I think he caught Punk off guard because he went deep, and Punk was like, hold on. Let me regather my thoughts here.
Did you see the promo on Rampage?
Yeah.
I really think CM Punk was thinking, if I run up and punch him directly in the throat right now, I could crush that larynx and he ain't got to talk no more. I was like, he about to really fuck this nigga up.
Oh,
on some
man,
real shit.
headbutting.
Like, they better go in the back and have a legit full fight. I
Yeah.
was like, at this point now, all full gear sounds good, but that's the main match I kind of want to see the most out of all of the other matches.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Even the fact is the CM Punk match versus Eddie Kingston.
Word.
That's a good
Because
build.
I still like Eddie Kingston said, when I first started wrestling, you was in the back and you looked down on me. And I was like, you know what's funny? I can see CM Punk doing that at a younger age. He seemed like he'd have been that type of dick, but he's a different kind of guy.
What's that,
He's
Ring of
bringing up the
Honor
past.
2006?
Yeah, when Eddie Kingston still was walking around fat as he is now.
Yeah.
That same jumpsuit, leotard, pant combo he walks around with. And it's going to be a great pay-per-view.
Yep. So we end on a high note because WWE is just the shits these days.
Yeah.
AEW, Full Gear tomorrow night. Rampage tonight. I don't know if I'm watching SmackDown. I might just watch Roman clips in the morning because what else is there on SmackDown?
It's just Roman.
Our King Wood, that's about it.
Oh yes, I'm sorry, King Woods. King Woods. I'll watch King Woods. Anyway, let's get out of here. I've been Darth Messiah. You, sir.
Alex, the motherfucking dude.
And we out.
Good night, everybody. Peace.
Yeah.